Making a living the old hard way, taking and giving my day by day. I dig snow and rain and the bright sunshine. Taking the line, my dog Sam eats purple flowers. Ain't got much, but what we got towers. We dig snow and rain and the bright sunshine.
Welcome back to Track by Track with Max. I'm Max Futchie from the Futchies. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Futchies Run album, released in the summer of 1970. The second album to be released in the year of 1970, the only year that the Futchies released 2 albums. And it just sort of worked out that way, with the first one being finished in December of 69 and released in January of 70. That's Broken Arrow, Picture Frame. And then we got around to recording this album in June and July of 70, and this was released in August of 1970. It's Run, and this is the 50th year anniversary deluxe Sunshine Factory edition with some great new artwork on the front and inside and back, and a remastered version of all the original songs from the original release, plus a bonus disc that I think they're going to play some tracks from on next month's Sunshine Factory outlet show right here on the Sunshine Factory channel. So what we did in the first segment was the first 4 songs on side A, and that was Lady Samantha and Run, 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 Never in My Life, and Liar, which is the first single off the album, and I did the vocals on that one. Right now we're at I See the Rain Again, or I See the Rain. It is sometimes printed as, actually it's only, I think it only has the tag of again in parentheses in the UK. In America, it's always been listed as I See the Rain. And this is another situation where, you know, when you're recording an album, there's basically, if you're in a group and you're making records on a regular basis like we were for 2 decades, you get to a point where there's 3 types of sessions for whatever album you're going to have. And that is your, you know, all the material you're recording is new stuff that you've written. You're starting basically from square one, from scratch, and everything is brand new and fresh. Or you're recording that album that has a bunch of stuff that didn't make it on the previous album and a few new things. Or you're recording that record that has sort of a mishmash of things that you have recorded in the past. You record new things that you know, maybe you've been kind of keeping or working on and toying with, and that's like kind of a throw together record. And usually that happens when you owe an album to a record label. You're on some sort of like 4-record or 5-record deal, and it's some sort of half-ass compilation that you throw together with greatest hits on one side, and the other side has new stuff or some live tracks or something like that. There's that kind of album too. Well, this was one of those from scratch, fresh, starting with all new material type recording sessions, because we had not had a lot of things left over, even though there are some bonus tracks on the album just before this, Broken Arrow, Picture Frame. There wasn't a lot of carryover stuff. Only 2 tracks on this album, Run, were things that we had worked on before, toyed with before, or I had previously written. And this is one of them, I See the Rain. You have to also remember that we were kind of straddling 2 worlds at this time, because we were famous and pretty much known for being this major bubblegum act for so many years, and sort of a psychedelic safeness with us, you know, that we were kind of not necessarily squeaky clean or anything, but that we were kind of like, you know, pop bubblegum, psychedelic rock. And as time went on, and this is something that I think we all wanted. I think we were considered more rock than pop, even though it was pop rock, and more rock and roll or hard rock or whatever than bubblegum or pop. Even though we always stayed pretty pop because we wanted to have hit songs. So we had a Saturday morning TV show, and not all of the music that was on Broken Arrow, for example, and this album, Run, and definitely the next album, New Mother Nature, is appropriate for Saturday morning cartoons. Even if it's just a song playing in the background while the cartoon characters run around and chase each other, it still has to have a certain kind of sound to it for the kids to dig it, and it can't be too folky or weird or heavy or druggy or strange. So we had to record a few songs that were still kind of in the vein of our old stuff, and our younger audience would enjoy. And I See the Rain is definitely one of those songs. Zach and I do the vocals on it, and it was pretty popular with the Saturday morning crowd.
Beautiful day, I love to lie on the green lawn. The ducks are congregating round and round the lily pond, and the cows have all gone, running home to put their
That's track 5 on Run from the Futchies. I See the Rain with vocals by myself and Zach. And I wrote that song. Of course, all the songs that I write from 1969 on are listed as Randy California or R California, but that's me, Maxwell Futchie. It's a oh, Jesus Christ, what the fucking word? It's a residuals thing, a copyright thing, a music publishing thing. But anyways, I See the Rain, great track and good song for the morning show. The next tune on the album is track number 6, and it's written by Francis Futchie with vocals from Francis Futchie, and it's a tune called I Can Hear You Calling. And it's got a great funky beat, and that's how it kind of started with Zach just playing that beat. And then Francis had an idea for a bass line, and he started playing that bass line along with Zach's beat, and asked for something really funky and just messy and dirty on the organ, on the keyboards from Penny. And then I came in with another kind of jingle jangle riff thing on the guitar, and that became I Can Hear You Calling. That's the funky jam I Can Hear You Calling, track number 6 off of the album Run by the Futchies. You're listening to Track by Track with Max. I'm Maxwell Futchie, and we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the album Run with a Sunshine Factory Deluxe Edition. Next up is Dragging the Line, which was another single for us and also a big hit on the Saturday morning show. Had sort of a bubblegum vibe, or maybe like a Ron Dante via the Archies kind of style, and we did that on purpose. That was written by Zach Futchie and Francis Futchie, and actually all three of us, Zach, Francis, and myself, sing vocals in the song. You can hear one voice doing the first line, then a second voice comes in on the second line, and third voice comes in on the third line. Well, that's all three of us there, and first line, I believe, is Francis, second line being Zach, and third line being myself. You can hear the three different style of voices come in if you listen closely. This is Dragging the Line, track number 7. Yeah, last song on track number 7, last song on side A, Dragging the Line.
You're walking down the street, you can't believe me. Making a living the old hard way, taking and giving my day by day. I take snow and rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line. My dog Sam eats purple flowers. Ain't got much, but what we got towers. We dig snow and rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. I feel fine. I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm gonna take my time. I'm getting the good time. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. Loving the free and feeling spirit of hugging a tree when you get near it, digging the snow and the rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. I feel fine. I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm gonna take my time. I'm getting the good time. Dragging the line, 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 dragg Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line.
That's Dragging the Line, a big hit for us. And the last song off side one of Run, off the Futchies Run, 1970. And next up is a song that is one of the songs that we were messing with, and I had written previously to these sessions. I was toying with, and actually, Scooter was still in the group at the point that this song was written, and we were kind of rehearsing it and practicing it. And it's the only thing that I caught hell from Scooter when he came back. I mean, technically not the only thing. We had a few things we had to iron out, but everything was all good and it was family. But one thing that he did give me shit about was going ahead and doing Green Eyed Lady on the album that he wasn't on, because that bass line is something he really wanted to play. And if you're not familiar with the song Green Eyed Lady, it definitely is driven by a really strong bass line. Here it is, Green Eyed Lady off Run, the first song on side 2, side B, whichever you want to call it. It's Track by Track with Max.
Green-eyed lady, lovely Green-eyed lady, ocean lady, soothing every raging wave that comes. Green-eyed lady, passion's lady, dressed in love, she lives for life to be. Green-eyed lady feels life I never see, setting suns and lonely lovers free. Green-eyed lady, windswept lady, rules the night, the waves, the sand. Green-eyed lady, ocean lady, child of nature, friend of man. Green-eyed lady, passion lady, dressed in love, she lives for life to be. Green-eyed lady feels life I never see, setting suns and lonely lovers free.
That's Green-Eyed Lady, written by myself and vocals by me. And that was one of our singles. And that version that you just heard is the album version, though, which is appropriate because we're playing the track by tracks from the album. But the single and the version that they used to play on the radio and in clubs and whatever was longer. There's a much longer version of that. I think that version is about of like maybe 3.5 or to 4 minutes, and then there's like a 6 minute, 6.5 minute version, and that is probably the kind of thing that's on the bonus disc that comes with this 50th anniversary of the Futchies album run. The deluxe Sunshine Factory edition has one disc, the disc we're playing on this show, track by track with Max here. That is the original release and all the songs that were on the original album, and that was released in August of 1970. And then there's a bonus disc that has some bonus tracks and some alternate versions of some things and rehearsal type sounding jams, and then of course the infamous B-side that became our number one hit the summer of '70. One of the first things that we did release off the album, and Old Fashioned Love Song single came right after Liar. And the B-side for that was Summer Breeze, which was, like I said, a huge, huge hit for us, written by Seals and Croft, and it wasn't even on the album. But in the third segment coming up here, we're going to squeeze that in. Even though it's a bonus track song, I'm going to go ahead and put it where it should have been. The one thing that's nice about these deluxe edition re-releases, if you do them right and you coordinate it with the group, the actual group that you're remastering the CD of, you can kind of right some wrongs and some things that you've wanted to change over the years. It doesn't put the the money in our pocket that maybe we would have had if this song was on the album. I think it would have driven up album sales quite a bit because we sold a hell of a lot of those old-fashioned love song singles due to the fact that the B-side was Summer Breeze. But anyways, we'll get to that in the next segment. The last track from this segment and the second song on side B of Run from the Futchies is a cover, which we don't do a lot of. And don't get me wrong, when I talk about doing songs written by Rod Argent and Russ Ballard from Argent, and talk about doing a song written by Seals and Croft or a song written by Elton John. Those are not covers. Those are demos and songs that even those artists haven't recorded yet. They just wrote them, and we would usually end up recording them first, and then they'd turn around and record the song themselves because of the success maybe we had with it. But this was purely just a cover tune, a song that clearly had been done and done well. And written by Otis Redding. It's Try a Little Tenderness, and it's just an excuse for Francis Futchie to do his best blues and James Brown imitation. Someone throw a cape over him and pull him off the stage. We used to do as a joke when he would perform this, but he really, really did love Otis Redding and wanted to cover this song, and I think he did a damn good job of it.
She may be weary. Young girls, they do get weary wearing that same old funky dress. But ooh, why she gets weary, weary. Won't you try some tenderness? You know she's there waiting and anticipating for the things she'll never, never. Weary. Won't you try